What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games B.S, part of Den Media Group, presented by the Big Games Tailgate Dope Boys. We got the food is the invoices are starting to get paid. Food is getting prepared, getting marinated. What's that stuff called? Moonshine in full effect. Jaden's got some good practice reps this past weekend. Knowing what it's going to be like to be accosted by deadly cougars, gently used Acura Legends, Mazda Miatas, but it's going to be in full effect. Top of Lot 19, FSU's campus, FSU versus Alabama. I'm going to come up with something for Wednesday's show. So you still have to be present to watch, to be able to get the tickets. You have to watch the show. What I'm going to do is we're going to give away a pair of tailgate tickets on the show. We're also going to give away a pair of game tickets. At the tailgate, we will be. Let me see if my guy answering the phone. We'll answer the phone because that always makes things, great when you put people on the spot. Everybody loves that. Or if they don't know by now, just don't answer my phone call. If I'm recording, you're going to be talking. We will have the game shown at the tailgate. So if you don't have tickets to the tailgate, because hold on. Hey, question, bro. Are you still got that projector?
Yeah. I was just talking about that damn projector.
You bringing it to the tailgate?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a cover. Remember we had it up, but remember that sun was shining so bright on that one. So I'm gonna try to get a cover to cover the back of that tent up, like a black one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's shielded out.
Oh yeah. So we can put it in the tent, right? And I know what you're talking about. That little thing that dropped down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So what we got? Crabs. We got snow crab, or what kind of crab we got?
Yeah. I'll probably get snow crab.
You gonna put sausage, potatoes, corn.
Yeah.
You put what kind of vegetable you put in the? Do you doing the Brussels sprouts, or you doing the? Or we doing something different?
Brussels sprouts and no meat, man. That's probably better.
Yeah. Shit, I don't know. Because the Brussels sprout ain't nothing but a baby cabbage, right?
Yeah, ain't nothing but baby cabbage. Yeah.
Shit. What else?
When you leaving outside?
Yeah, I gotta leave Saturday morning. We got to play Creekside, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking about leaving Saturday morning.
Now get your ass up now. You know to make sure you get on that road because it's gonna be crazy. Everybody going I-10, so you gotta make sure you take your time.
Yeah. I'll probably get up. If I leave Saturday, I'll probably get up like early in the morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get on the road like 6:30.
Yeah.
Shit, then you know what we could do? If we do that, then I can because we gotta dry that shit up.
Yeah.
I gotta find it. I gotta get the ticket. I mean them what I might have to tell you to do is go online, see if you can get a lot 19 ticket parking spot, and then just shoot me, just add it to the invoice.
All right.
So we can make sure you get up there. So But shit, but all right, I just need to make sure because we gotta have that. We gotta have the game because there's gonna be some people just coming to the tailgate.
Yeah.
So, all right, bro. Well, I'll holler at you.
All right, that's good.
Yep. I didn't mean to do that. All right, well, there you go. You heard the menu right there. Where you gonna like? Isn't that how much is a what's that mess called when they go to the crab houses and stuff? You gonna pay that just to get just to get the crab. This ain't even including the liquor, and they only gonna get you one. You gonna get one claw, a couple shrimps, a potato, and then you gonna smile. But for $65 right now, you got that as well as pulled pork. What is what peachy and what kind of barbecue we gonna have? We're gonna the barbecue is gonna be good. I know. I do know that. Damn, my cameraman wilding. Let me get this thing because I know it doesn't charge me. Oh man, I can't. I know we're gonna have chicken, ribs, beans, mac and cheese. We're gonna have hot dogs, burgers, Czech sodas, water. We ain't doing no. That's the only thing we're gonna have low budget. You'll get the comments, mom, so I can see it. We're gonna have but it's gonna be a good time, dog. It's gonna be some of your favorite knows, good food, good eating, and all that stuff, man. So hey, check that out. Tailgate for all tailgates. So that's what we're doing right there. Portion of the proceeds go to the MFTK Foundation, which is how we do what we need to do. So nah, fatal Peachy Boys is doing the barbecue. Cheese is doing the crab bowl. Oh yeah, Louis, we're gonna definitely have some citrus in there too to counteract it. You gotta have your lemons. We're gonna have a good amount of shrimp, all that stuff, man. It's gonna be definitely a good little low country boil out there. If you went to the Orlando tailgate, one thing Duval do is we can do a crab boil. So we good with that. So let me go see what I know my guy Jade. We got to talk about you missed the church service on Saturday, Miles. Very good church service that both me and Jaden attended. But before we get into talking about that, let's start our show off the way we started off all the time with a good word of prayer.
You already know what time it is, dog. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Nobody wanna thank you, God. Thank you, God. Go.
Damn, I still got a lot of other stuff too. I gotta add. I keep forgetting. I gotta add the fantasy stuff to the chat. I gotta add the fantasy to the chat. College football picker. Make sure you become a color. That's all we ask you to do. Consider that. Or if you can't become a color, make sure if you don't want to pay through there, make sure you cash at me. All of that other stuff. So, Jaden, what we got, bub?
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning edition of Big Games BS here on Monday, August 25th. If this is your first time here at the show, welcome. And it's called Big Games BS because we bring the good, the bad, and the BS to the sports world, especially football, to your screens, eyes, and ears. So to start off our episode for today, we have some high school football talk in our MFTK section, wrapping up some huge plays from that Mandarin versus Creekside football game in Jacksonville, Florida. We have a crazy high school catch by a highly recruited wide receiver. And then we have a concert recap before we get into some NCAA talks. Have some FSU football news that Miami or Notre Dame fans cannot relate to. Then we have some more interesting week 0 college football recap post and dialogue to discuss before talking about some other things while getting into the NFL category. Gonna start with our home team with the Jaguars, move our way out from there talk about some of the organizational moves Philadelphia has been making, some players, and we have some sad news for James and Miles. One of their favorite players is not on the team anymore. And then we have our BS or Big Games BS section, where we bring the scope of the conversation outside of the typical football world. And we have our BS or busting segment to kick that off with two more posts to share with you all. But first things first, Mandarin destroyed Creekside this past Friday, 42-20. So we got two highlight plays to discuss from this game. And yes, it should be no surprise that it's the one and only B5. So you got B5 on the defensive side of the ball right here, playing that safety position, hopping the route, and taking it to the crib. So, James, what was your reaction when you saw B5 do this on the other side of the ball?
Well, first off, Creekside, we had 24 penalties. Creekside had like 5, I think. So the only way they got yards was by referees just letting them do stuff that was wild. But then B5 did what B5 do. And I had somebody like, he's kind of slow foot. I said, the boy run 4.5 at 2:15. Like, the hell y'all talking about? But I showed them this, and they're like, oh, he don't look slow there. Quarterback just made a bad throw and he capitalized on it. So he might be a better safety than he is a wide receiver, which is crazy to think. Like, Bryson was banging cats, like really getting active. Like I was surprised by that. But this was crazy. It was good. I appreciate it. Hold on quick. Izzy, you said, wait a minute, hold on. How his son poker kids go to Riverside? Oh, I gotta get on J Day. J Day tripping. If his son go to Riverside, well, his son need to go to the Mandarin U. This could have been him. But nah, but good stuff though. Bryson did it big. This is a pseudo rivalry. It's not an official rivalry for us. But that coach at Creekside was supposed to be was one of the guys that they wanted to get the job at Mandarin. He had been at Mandarin before. We just did some good. And then Toby's Creekside, like we always had some weird stuff happen when we played Creekside. The last 2 years, we've just been able to just overwhelm them with talent. Very well coached team. A lot better than what people a lot better than what people would give them credit for. They have one of our guys, Brian Harris, that was over there. Brian was just for the people to know, Brian was a non-factor when it came to this game. That's a shame. Power forward guy. Like if you're a power forward guy, you should be a factor. And his name wasn't. Did a lot more dancing and gyrating and trying to get fake hype than actually making plays. But still a good player. Just hope it connects and the elevator rises to the top. But he got to do a little bit more. But B5 did more B5 things though. And then this is egregious right here. Did you see it? Like my man just sat there and just took it. Like just boom. Just watch the scrotum tap. He did head tap and scrotum tap. Boom, boom, right over him. Like, B5. There's got to be a better way to get in the end zone. That's somebody's child. This is fucked up. Number 3 is actually the guy that they were trying to like make some things happen with. But listen, guys, for those who don't know, can you go on my page and show the Great Wall of Greenland? I don't know what all other Mandarin clips you got. We don't have my running backs clip, which I'm a little upset about right now. We need to have my running back that just came from Gats and Kyrie. Kyrie went 7 yards the first carry. Then I cussed him out because I told him, son, you blind as a bat. You doing the Stevie shit. Veer to the right. And the hole was so big and he hit it so hard, pause, that we could like Stevie, if Stevie would run that hard, it would be good. I want to show that too, though, when we do the FSU segment. Jada, I'm gonna scroll down a little bit more. I forgot how much I ain't really post that much yesterday because I wasn't feeling good. That's nephew in Tallahassee. We're gonna need to do high school segments. Keep going. Hold on, while he's looking for that, y'all talk real quick. I'll take this call. What's up, Seesaw?
So while James is on this call, I wanted to highlight something very special that FSU should be looking at. And this is a legacy. Yes, I repeat that, a legacy player, which is Julian Cromartie. You can see him right here doing his thing under his Pops' X account, making this insane grab. Yes, high school football has started, and Julian is part of that legacy Cromartie crew. So, man, FSU should be on the lookout for this one right here. And he's a 6'3" deep threat wide receiver at 185 pounds, and he's in the class of 2027. So, man, hopefully FSU's eyeing this legacy right here because 6'3", 185 is, man, that's God-given right there. And hopefully he can do some damage for the FSU Seminoles in that garnet and gold uniform. So make sure to check out his Twitter, his socials, blow it up so he can get in that garnet and gold. So some other things we can discuss is this insane no look catch from a wide receiver who's currently committed to Ohio State, and that is 6'6" 5-star Ohio State commit Chris Henry Jr. But before we get into that, James, what specifically did you want me to look up for you on your?
We put up nephew, so we could put nephew. My bad. I was Corey Simon, Florida State legend, name drop a little bit, but I thought I was in trouble. But they needed my former players that are coming to the Dope Boy tailgate. We're gonna make sure that they get in that game. So if you want to see the former guys, you need to come check out the tailgate because hey, actually, you know what? Let me call back. But it's if you keep scrolling down, there's a picture of our O line. And I put on there how many yards we have, but just for the record, pretty sure I did it. Damn, man. No, you know what? I'm lying. I didn't put it on. If it's not up there now, then I didn't put it up on I didn't put that video up on don't worry about it. I didn't I didn't get that picture, the picture I wanted until last night, so I must not have put it on. I must put it on IG and Facebook. But we had 509 total yards of offense against Creekside, 325 rushing yards, 185 passing. B5 had 80 yards and a touchdown receiving. He had a 99-yard pick six. 100-yard pick. Yeah, that's it. But bottom line is, and no sacks were given up against Mandarin. So you see that right there. That's that Great Wall of Greenland Road. Good stuff. You guys had even bigger news this week coming up. We may have some more good stuff happening for Mustangs. We are streaming the game, so every one of y'all right now, we got 156 watching. Hopefully more will be watching. I need all of y'all watching on the YouTube Mandarin University versus Atlantic Coast on the stream from Den Media Group. Damn, I'm trying to see if my dog gonna answer. All right, we'll get him later. All right. And Juju nephew, we had two. I just call him nephew because I see Juju doing this thing. He'll probably be on MFTK 7-on-7 this offseason. He'll be at the FSU game. Antonio Cromartie will be at the tailgate. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and put my other nephew, Tyler Walker, the Ricketts kid. If you scroll, he was a DB, went up against one of the best two. Hopefully, both of them will be on MFTK 7-on-7. Both of them were going back and forth with each other. And it was they were getting active, man. There was there's a wide receiver that there was a wide receiver that he was going up against that's one of the best wide receivers in the nation as well. That goes to Gabi, but shout out to nephew Tyler Walker. While we're still talking about high school ball, Bert asks, "Is there any truth to Mandarin U backup quarterback may be better?" I not necessarily. I think he has a lot of tools. He can be really, really good. The game got to slow down. We asked for a lot out of the quarterback. He left, like I told my running backs, we left a lot of yards on the field. He left a lot of yards in the air, a lot of meat on that bone. And people ain't nobody gonna create a quarterback controversy here, but like the young man is good. But he's Knox is good. It's hard to 9 for 15. We don't throw the ball a ton, so he's over 60% 2 games. 100 plus yards. Offense moves differently. Both of them got legs, but Knox ran for 65, 70 yards, and I think the other young man just maybe runs a little bit too much. You got to throw that ball in our offense. Running backs run, but he's gonna be really, really, really good. He just got to learn the system, which is tough in high school ball when you compete. But for the first time, we've never had a backup quarterback at Mandarin. So since I've been there, so we finally have a backup quarterback. So all right, shoot, that's kind of what we got going on. Stay tuned for more Mandarin University. I really want to do more high school thing. I got to get my schedule slowed down. So if y'all know anybody who wants to get some good internship stuff and get a ton of content, let me know. I'm looking for somebody who can do color commentary and also play-by-play for the stream this weekend. Should be fun. This one you're gonna have to do for the love, for the Ray J. But we might be able to once we get some sponsors, we may be able to break you off a little bit more on that as well. So yeah.
And that wide receiver, James, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but going to Gabi, Jamarin Simmons.
Jamarian
That's
Simmons, I think,
Jam-
or something like that.
Jamarin Simmons. I'll put his name up on the Summer Jam screen right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he nice. He nice like
yeah,
that.
he's good. Yeah, from what I've seen, he's real good. So I think I saw CJ put the best in the city right now on his X account for Mr. Simmons.
Oh, it gotta be. Oh, without doubt, easy,
Mm.
hands down, hands down. But he's up there in the nation. He's one of the he's a 4-star wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely really, really good.
Speaking of top wide receivers, James, the 6'6", 5-star Ohio State commit Chris Henry Jr. had this insane no-look grab for Mater Day. Man, I thought it was glitching, but it's just him doing D1 things. We got the video right here for you guys.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. That's annoying how good that is. You got good coverage, and then that happens. Yeah. Ohio State, Ohio State just I need the wide receiver coach to leave so that this reign of getting unfair wide receivers stops. He ain't JJ, but he ain't bad. Like he's really good. And I think that's one of the things that people got to realize. Saying your son isn't as good as one person isn't a bad thing. Like it actually sometimes you like as a guy who's been there, you gotta sometimes just recognize like, hey, I might not be as good as this person, but I'm great in my own right. I'm really good at doing what I do. And once you kind of get that mindset, dog, you gonna have life is gonna be good for you. You'll flourish.
Speaking of flourishing, Mater Day ended up defeating St. Thomas Aquinas in this game 26-23. It was 26-3 at halftime, but St. Thomas Aquinas scored 20 unanswered points in the second half of the game and still ended up falling short. And man, with Henry on the field, I can't see any team stopping them anytime soon. So before we move on to our NCAA segment, we got a recap to discuss of a church service me and James recently attended on Saturday night. We know what you're thinking. Church on Saturday. Can't believe it, but about to
Church off in these
believe it.
streets. Listen,
James, explain the TM 101 20th year experience.
it was a lot of it was a lot of well-dressed people. Like it's supposed to be, what he dress dress up as you're going to an orchestra. Boy, when I tell you, it's black women know how to toe the line of fancy and ratchet. And boy, when I tell you what, man, it was yams everywhere. But whatever kind of woman you wanted was there. Old, young, young adultish, like Jaden Young. And they were thick, small, big, all that stuff, and everybody was in there. It was like from the soul. Felt good to go out there and just rap trap music in the suit. The only people not dressed accordingly were the pilgrims. One pilgrim brought his 9-year-old son and had the nerve to have good seats. That kid must have been the influencer. There's no way that guy just brought his 9-year-old boy to a Jeezy concert. He wasn't even thought about. But I had a blast. Jaden's mom looked like she had the time of her life, being a good son, taking mama on a date. They was, again, I like, bro, it was like, as my boy says, there was a lot of Acura legends out there. Mazda Millennials. What's another one? Mitsubishi Miatas. Like if you were born, if you came up during when I came up, those were the cars that the active women were driving. Kind of like if you see a girl in a Honda Accord, Civics, you can't trust one. With as Game said, Melissa Ford used to drive a Honda Accord. Shoot, it was there was a couple I seen a box Chevy out there, but with candy paint. She was big out there. She was thick, but little square big square bodies. But she had she might have had some bass back there. So it was fun. But the best part was my boy told me that this was gonna happen, and I couldn't really understand it or grasp it. So Miles, he out there in a full tux, right? And he does the whole TM 101. But then he goes to the side and he comes back out with a snowman shirt. And he starts giving you all the true just get the club rocking Jeezy joints. They did Geeked Up, they did Icy, they did, which by the way, Icy is, can we be honest, I'm a Jeezy fan. Icy sucks. We just like it because of nostalgia. It's one of Jeezy's worst rap songs ever. Like, but the other ones, like, just banger after banger. I enjoyed it. What was the thoughts of a young what do they call y'all, Zennials or whatever the next generation? What did you think about it, Jaden?
No, it was fire. I didn't know DJ Drama was opening for him. So when he came out, I was hyped. So it was cool to see Gangsta Grills himself, man. It was cool to see Drama, and then Jeezy came out. It was fire. Yeah, I liked some songs I liked that I saw him perform was Let's Get It, Sky's the Limit. Obviously that one. Spaceships on Bankhead.
Mm-hmm.
That was hard.
What's my boy? When he did Hood. No, maybe no. Yeah, he did Hood. They did Hood. I don't know if he did it or if they played it beforehand. By Gorilla Zoe. It was a song I'm trying to think. Why can't I'm in my cool whip, inside Jello, hop up out that pretty motherfucker like hello. They know they did, like, again, like it was just stuff that you just feel good about. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I can handle Boosie. There's only two songs that I ever want to really hear from Boosie. That Set It Off, and I don't even know what the song is. The Two Red Bones Kissing in the Back Seat. Oh, they dyking. The only songs I want to hear. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just like Boosie can't do that. Sorry, Gucci doesn't do it for me. Like Gucci, I know a lot of people like Gucci. Gucci can't do that. Like, I've seen Jeezy in concert about 5 times. That was the best one. Jeezy could do. I need the Inspiration orchestra tour, because there was some songs. I need Mr. 17.5 to an orchestra. But it was good to see the also, just like, but Jaden was raised right. Jaden mama raised him right, so he knows who Jeezy is. Jaden, did you notice the old sugar daddies that were out there?
Yeah, somebody had to get their bills paid.
I know for a fact some of them old dudes did not wake up saying, well, Chicken D, we're gonna go see Jeezy. Man, them girls had them. She's like, babe, daddy, I want to go see Jeezy. They don't know not Nan song, not Nan Jeezy song, because them boys was old. They was 40 when Jeezy was coming out. Man, wasn't no 40-year-olds listening to Jeezy like that. If you 40 years old in the trap, you, sir, are a loser. Like, it's time to like get on. Like, that's like, I don't even know. Like, I can't. Like, who's the rapper now? Who's a good shit? I don't know none of these cats. I'm sorry, I don't really know none of the new rappers. You're right. Ross or T.I. could do this, and it would be great. I would love to hear, but they can't do. I love luxury trap music, but nobody loves luxury trap more than me. I love Ross. Ross can do over a catalog. He could do some luxury trap. T.I. over a catalog could do some very, very good things. Lewis put 50 Cent in the chat. 50 Cent, I don't think New York rap can do the orchestra unless it's Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang could. But 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, if he did an anniversary tour like that, I'd probably go to that. I don't think, Jaden, do you think those guys, Miles, do they have an album like where you could just play how many rappers have an album where you'll go to a concert and just listen to them perform every one of those?
Teflon Don.
Like really?
Yeah, it has Aston Martin music.
Yeah.
It has Maybach Music 3 with T.I., Jadakiss, and Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
BMF. They got a lot of songs on there.
You're right. I can see. Okay. That's fair.
I don't really listen to T.I. as much as I know about them. So, I mean, but probably like with Rubber Band Man and stuff.
Maybe. King might be one of those, because King does have the What You Know About That was on that one.
Or the one with Rihanna,
Live Your Life.
Yeah, that album. Yeah.
This is tough. In the chat, put like in the chat on the social medias, what would be a artist who got one album with like just bangers? You know what? If Wayne wasn't high, Carter 2, or was it Carter 3? Which one has no? Carter 2 had Birdman Jr. Carter 3 came out when I was doing my combine training, if I remember correctly. Man, yeah, it's it ain't a lot. It ain't a lot of them though. X would have been, but again, I'm talking about with an orchestra. Like DMX, I don't want to hear shit about DMX. I don't think if DMX could pull that off, that'd be crazy. But like, I think that's the new way. That's how you know rap music really was. It's when you use your voice as an instrument. It's like to be able to like recreate and remake money. Because every tour that Jeezy's going on right now is sold out, like for these things. And it's a whole event. Like people was really dressed like that. Loved it, man. Mom had a good time though, Jaden?
Yeah, we both had a good time.
That's
But
what's up.
man,
But
yeah, it was fire. It was a great show. Definitely one of the better concerts I've been to, for sure. Happy to see the snowman, but that snowman hoodie was $75. So
and BAP. That I just trash. I am just because I have like the when Jeezy, what album was that? Um I had a red snowman hoodie, a blue one, and a black one. But like them right there, nah, dog. Ain't no way you getting me to pay $75 for something that for some shoddy artwork, some shoddy workmanship. Like you gotta do better than that, Jeezy. I got better. I got faith in you for that one, though. You got better. I got faith that you could do better than what you put out for that.
man, I was hoping to hear some deep cuts on Can't Ban the Snowman, but
Man.
I
Like
did.
with drama
Yeah.
coming out, they should have went. I'm back, Mr. Magic City. Like you should. I should have heard that one more performed. I think they played. I need drama to do. Just do what he did on the. Just do what he did on the intro to that. And I would have liked to hear some. One of my favorite songs is "Cut My Scale On."
Mm.
Where he took with him and Fabulous when they like this hopped about the bed, turn my scale on, take a look at the work and see what's up. Yeah, we getting money. Like just it's just Jeezy got some good just Jeezy makes you feel like you can just sell drugs. It's so easy. Like, but can't do it, man.
Shout out to the snowman. Shout out to the snowman. Now we're going to transition to some college football talk, and we start with the home team. Obviously, that is none other than the FSU Seminoles. So before we get into the news I have for you today, James wanted to share a sculpture. I guess this is a sculpture, James. I don't know what the correct terminology is.
Doughboys. We
You said
my boy Joe Johnson is creating something. I think he got something here, especially if he can create. This one is like a little model. He's gonna make plushies with them, but like this right here, he's making this for me. We may even have one for the tailgate. But that right there is kind of fire. I like that. Might even have some of the guys sign it, raffle that bad boy off. I think 3-6 is on the back, but I like it. That thing is fire right there. So like bumper. I have a gnome, but you know what? That might be what I do. It's about okay. I'm gonna ask for five. I'm gonna ask 5 guys. We'll do a likeness of our guys. But yeah, man. I shout out to Joe Johnson for I like supporting the guys who are creative, man. So kudos to that.
I thought he had the death row chain on, James, in the picture.
You know what? I need to get something like that.
Did you see Drake bought Tupac's death row chain?
That's wild.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, if you hip hop fans, make sure to check that out. But we have to piece the pieces together, James, because the FSU staff has begun painting the end zones inside of Doak, and this was made yesterday at 12:28 p.m. is when this post was submitted to the internet. And then shortly after, less than 3 hours later, Michael Alford, the AD at FSU, put this on his timeline, signifying that, hey, we may be painting the end zones garnet. So, man, I hope the theories are correct, James, because that garnet end zone would look fire. But just want to give everybody some potential breakthroughs and outcomes for the FSU season. But despite the end zones, we have some big news to discuss because some fans in the Big Three cannot currently relate. Saturday's season opener is officially sold out. You heard this, it's officially sold out. Student ticket lottery will open today at noon if you go to FSU, and close tomorrow, Tuesday at noon. And SeatGeek is FSU's official secondary ticket marketplace, but we're sold out, James. Miami could never.
They definitely need some help. Miami needs a little more help. So sold out means you cannot get get a ticket. You can't just call the ticket office and pick up something. You know where you can get some tickets from though, Jaden?
No, tell me.
You can get tickets by listening live to Big Games BS on Wednesday's show. We will, but you must I will have a link for you to be able to put your emails in there. We will put the different stuff there. So if you follow instructions, you will be able to get some nice tickets too. But you got to be there when we do the drawing at the end of the show. If you're not there for the end of the show, well, just go to the next person. We'll remove your name, go to the next person. But you can get tickets from Big Games BS. No other site, all these other people just said they don't really fuck with y'all like that. They don't want to give y'all tickets. They supposed to be doing all that jazz, but they can't get it for you. Now, let me tell you, let's click on where our tickets are located and what the prices are going for, because it's really not as bad as it could be right now. Oh, okay. The tickets are going anywhere from $551 in our section to $283, but $283 is a little bit further up. But right now where you'll be at, you'll be on section 9, 12, or 13. It just depends. I mean, not section, excuse me. Row 9, 12, or 13 in section 122. So make sure you come check us out. Actually, you'll only be in section 9. My fault, because all the other ones are gone. But check those out. If you listen to the show live, you'll be able to get a couple tickets. If not, the tailgate, if you listened earlier, you heard what the menu was for one side, for the seafood side. He will also be having his projector there to be able to stream the game. So we'll get that going pretty good. So, hey, cannot wait to see Doak rocking with you guys. I need that. I'm gonna need it by the end of the week, especially trying to recover. So sold out game, big game. We know how to do that. We know how to handle that kind of shit. Miami, y'all talk a big game, but y'all are still fair weather fans.
Are you staying at the tailgate, or are you going to be in the stadium, James?
I'll be in the stadium. I have my Gator Bowl jacket on, so I have to do my Gator Bowl. I have to do my Gator Bowl obligations.
Okay.
David P., the way you enter the raffle, one, like you just did, it's a couple things. So we'll talk about this, and I try to remember how to clip. Miles, if you can remember about the 42-minute mark, we'll try to clip this so we can tell you. One, you got to subscribe to the YouTube, and you got to have a YouTube one of them things right there like you got right now. Even if you send us an email, I will make sure you're good. You're in there, but you still got to be subscribed to the channel to be able to tell me you got it. So let's say, David, you send me david.p@gmail.com. We put the link out there and you click on that. And I say David P and David P wins the little drawing thing. Well, if David P doesn't show up, if David P responds to me on Twitter, David P's voice is not heard. If David P responds to us on the YouTube, David P is good. But if you would consider being a colored, you get more opportunities as well. That's only $3.99 all the way up to the all-in, which is $99. If you're an all-in member and you're at the Bama game, holla at me. We'll make sure we'll get you some pregame access some pregame access to the tailgate. I'm not tailgate, excuse me, on the field, so you can be able to see some of the stuff from the field.
This past weekend was officially week 0 of college football. Many college football fans like myself were patiently waiting for that first game to come across our screens. The Aer Lingus College Football Classic, Iowa State versus Kansas State. For FSU fans, this was kind of a scary coincidence because last year when we faced Georgia Tech in the Aer Lingus Classic, it was the same score as this year's game, 24-17. 21. But these are the games that happened on Saturday, August 23rd. Iowa State defeated Kansas State. A little bit of an upset there, 24-21. UNLV, head coached by first-year coach Dan Mullen for the program. Then you have Fresno State versus Kansas, 31-7. Sheesh, 24-point spread. Sam Houston versus Western Kentucky, 24-41, 17-point spread. And lastly, Stanford lost by 3 to Hawaii. So we're going to go.
Stanford some hoes, man. They fucked up my parlay, man. They were winning before the Jeezy concert ended. Lost to Hawaii with a quarterback with one fucking leg. And a kicker, I think, who they said learned how to kick through YouTube videos.
Yes, we're going to get into that specifically, but we're going to touch on some of the highlights or statistics of these games. So it was a very, very low scoring game for the Cyclones and the Wildcats. They went into halftime with a 7-7 score, and then Iowa State ended up pulling away. Kansas State tied the game. Iowa State got a field goal, then scored again, and Kansas State scored once more, but ended up falling short. A lot of sloppy turnovers during this game because if you know about Ireland, that weather is not pretty over there. They had 2 turnovers, 2 costly fumbles that definitely shaped the trajectory of the game. So let's get into the Stanford and Hawaii game for you guys right here. Yes, like you guys saw, it was a very close game, 23-20. We have the recap for you right here. So let's get into down the scoring plays. Hawaii was down 7-2 Stanford's 10 points going into the second quarter. Stanford then got a field goal. Hawaii got a touchdown with another field goal, and then Stanford scored as well. But Hawaii got a field goal to seal the game in the last play of the game by Kensai Matsuzawa. And we have a special story about the Japanese kicker. So we're going to play this video for you guys. But first, I'm going to read this description for you, courtesy of Dove Climbing. No jokes this time. These are all facts. Hawaii's Japanese kicker Kensai Matsuzawa learned how to kick from YouTube tutorial videos. At age 20, he was a waiter at Morton's Steakhouse. On a vacation in the U.S., he watched his first NFL game. Kensai returned home and taught himself to place kick via YouTube videos. He spoke almost no English and had so little money that he gave himself haircuts. He then convinced Hawken College in Little Nelsonville, Ohio, to let him come and kick field goals. Then transferred, and he hit this game-winning field goal for Hawaii yesterday. Give me 1 second. Waiting on this to load. Give us 1 second. Just to reiterate, while this was loading, yes, the spread for this game at the start of the game per ESPN bet was 1.5 in favor of Hawaii. So if you bet that spread, you got your money with Hawaii. And the money line for Hawaii was around -120. So that means you have to bet $120 to get earnings of $100. So this video is not loading, but you get the gist of this. Yes, that is a great story associated with Hawaii's Japanese kicker, and James definitely should have took the Hawaii team if you knew about this Japanese kicker beforehand. But it's just a great story to see grace across the timeline, and man, you never know when it's your time to get called up. Speaking of the week 0 games, let's hop back to the Iowa State versus Kansas State game, or what ensued after the game. That is the fight between Avery Johnson's family. Yes, Avery Johnson is the starting quarterback at Kansas State, and his father and brother got into a fight in a parking lot after Kansas State lost that nail biter game. And we have a video for you guys right here of the fight. This one has loaded, luckily so. Let us know what you think of this video right here. Not the Jordan 3s, man. No, oh, no. The 3s in the water. Ah, this hurts. Wow. And the braids too. Man, I almost got the braids wet.
Every time he stepped in that water, why is his jeans so baggy? I didn't know we were still they still dressing, the Scots is dressing like the 90s still. But why are you splishing your jeans? Like, why if the weather's like that? I just come on, dog. I could see if it had rained before and then it was dry and you wanted to kind of come out, dog. But it looked like it's still like that rain was fresh, man. Like, one, I knew, you ever see a white person, you'd be like, are they white? Like Trey got a friend who's technically mixed, but like Nina is Simpson colored, but she's white. But Austin took, like, his daddy black, but Austin took the characteristics of his mom. And when I was looking at him, because he was he played for that he played for the national 7-on-7 team that I used to be associated with. But I was like, man, that white boy looked kind of like he got a little seasoning to him. He could dunk, like he was a big, Florida State wanted him. And he ended up going to Kansas. We stopped recruiting him like that. Ended up going to Kansas State. And man, now I've realized that looking at his daddy, I was like, oh, he is a Negro. Niggas in Dublin. I was hoping that he was going to be somewhat Pilgrim, but they're not going to. Like, this man's never going to live this down.
Yeah, what the?
You just got to lead with the mom from now on for the rest of the draft stuff. Just going with the narrative. My dad passed away in Scotland, in Ireland one day, and just it's tough. But did he do the Kanye? Did he do the reverse with Kanye West? Did he fix his lips like collagen?
Yes, Mark and Anthony Johnson released a statement courtesy of Pete Nakos. Quote, we sincerely apologize for our actions following yesterday's football game in Ireland. Maybe one too many Guinnesses. Can't blame them, though, after that loss. Senseless bickering escalated into an unnecessary fight. We have resolved our differences and take full responsibility for our actions. We have apologized to our immediate and extended family and now extend our apologies to Kansas State University, its alumni, and fans. We regret this incident, have learned from it, and are committed to ensuring it doesn't happen again. Please accept our deepest apologies. Unquote. You know what happened, James? I know you know what happened. They both found out they was in the same work. That's the only explanation I have.
It happens. I mean, because he definitely got some mid. I mean, the mama she brought him here, but you out there and like the fight, like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, or probably somebody said, "Your son's sorry, the motherfucker." Like, cause when people lose, it's always the most ignorant shit. But a lot of drinking, a lot of alcohol, brother. You gotta. I'm not getting arrested in no foreign jail. It just doesn't seem fun. Like, but kudos to them and glad they made up. But like, I'm not apologizing for getting in a fight.
It was the father and the son that fought, just themselves. They didn't fight nobody else.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I thought they was fighting someone else.
No.
They fighting each other?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. This ain't news. That's the son was smelling himself. And he smelled himself outside in front of people. And he had this yay. He had to let him know I'm daddy still. But now it makes more sense what you're saying, Jay. They did probably get into some similar work.
Yeah.
Because women can be diabolical, and they knew it. I didn't realize that's what was happening, man. So
Yeah.
like, that's wild. Like,
they keep it together. Why'd y'all even come?
Bro,
this
like,
has been boiling up. Why'd y'all
yeah,
even come
that
together?
was like, we can wait until we get back to the hotel and just bump. That's what it should have done. Like a real, like, that means they don't like each other.
Yeah, for real.
There was some disdain there.
Yeah. It's been boiling up for a while.
Because I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't no way I'm whooping your ass in public. You make me whoop your ass in public and I'm bailing you out? Nah, dog. Right. I'm going home. You figure it out. You a man now. The minute you decide that you want to bump like that, bet you a whole man now. Go ahead and figure it out on your own. If I gotta fight you in public, dog, that means you know, sir, get the fuck away from me.
To close out this college football segment, we have a Bleacher Report post to discuss. They created this article for the greatest college football player within the last 25 years at the start of the century. And they voted that title belongs to none other than Tim Tebow from the Florida Gators. Now, James, do you think Tim Tebow is the greatest college football player within the last 25 years? Because here are some other players that could be mentioned in this category: Cam Newton, Reggie Bush, Ndamukong Suh, Johnny Manziel, Lamar Jackson, Burrow, and a couple other more quarterbacks. Some say Deshaun, Vince Young, etc., etc. Do you think Tebow has a fair shot, support for the greatest college football player within the last 25 years? Or who do you think should take that title?
Personally, I think Percy Harvin was the best player on his team. But when you look at his accolades, you look at what he did for the University of Florida. He won one national championship. He was a member of another one, but he also made iconic plays that jump. They still talk about the Tebow jump pass. So with much respect, I hate that picture that they used because if I remember correctly, that was against Florida State. But he I think just based upon what they've written and what they have, yeah, but personally, I like what Cam Newton did makes him the best, in my opinion. I also think Vince Young is one of the, I think Vince Young was the best, and Vince Young went up against a super team. He went up against a defending national champion, USC, that had Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, what's my big boy name? The bigger running back, Lindell White, who was Lindell was a second round pick, I believe. They had plenty of defensive players like that USC team. Don't get me wrong, that Texas team was good too, but Vince Young was clearly the best football player on that field against a bunch of other guys, and he was just dirty, really nice. But I don't have we have a discussion. There is no argument per se with against Tim Tebow, but there is a discussion for others. Whereas a lot of people have done some other shit that just makes absolutely no sense. So but yeah, I get that one. I can't get that.
Respect. So now we're going to transition to our NFL segment for today, starting with the home team. That is obviously the Jacksonville Jaguars. So they faced off against the Dolphins this week of preseason right here. And then they ended up falling short, though, playing the Dolphins and scoring 6 points to the Dolphins 14. but we did not play the starters this game. So take that for as you will for the last preseason week of this season. And let's get into some news, James, regarding a offensive lineman. So that is none other than Fred Johnson. The Jaguars are sending offensive tackle Fred Johnson back to Philly in exchange for a 2026 seventh round pick per sources. Johnson now returns to the same team he played for from 2022 to 2024. So we have some people speculating that the offensive lineman Cole Van Lanen's return can't be that far off if we traded this offensive tackle, James. But just wanted to update the people on it. And, man, we had a quick switcheroo with the Eagles, man. So, man, the Eagles definitely know how to keep that organization turning and moving.
Hey, one of the things I will say about this is that the Eagles find players that fit their system, and they like picking guys who know how to, who know how to win in their system. So, this just makes sense for them. So that man is like, oh, thank God, winning. Don't threaten me with a good time. He's like, the tax breaks ain't that good in Florida. We want to win games. So kudos to them.
Philly has been on a tear as of recent. So they made 3 trades in one day. So they had a 2027 6th-round pick from the Packers in exchange for offensive tackle Darian Kennard. And then we just discussed the Fred Johnson trade. And also they had traded QB Sam Howell in the 2026 6th-round pick from the Vikings in exchange for a 2026 5th-round pick and a 2027 7th-round pick. So, man, they've been on the move as of late. And you know that GM does not sleep, James. He does not sleep.
Man, she said, man, fuck them picks. They know what they're gonna do, man. I like the way the Eagles move. So kudos to them. And Sam Howell, still don't like Sam Howell, man. Fuck him for what he did to Florida State and spurn them. Mad he's still in the league, but he never beat Florida State. Mike Norvell made sure that ass got whipped, but still, I don't wish him any success.
So we have an NIL segment since we are in our NFL segment. And NIL means Knowles in the league. This is where we highlight Seminoles. We got a chance to make it to that big stage, to be on that big screen. And this is running back Lawrence Toafili. He is on the Jets, and he got a touchdown run against the Eagles that we want to highlight for you guys right now.
Sexy right there. Like, look at this. So can we slow it down a little bit? Yeah, I just watch. All right, so we get like how I love it. So if you look at him, he's a yard behind the QB, gets the handoff, pause right there, boom, right there. So he really had a two-way go, but the way he hits this hole, he's good. So like when he initially makes the read, so boom, my man is escorting my guy at the club. He does have enough of the outside shoulder. And then you got, I'm over here pointing like y'all can see my hands. And you got this, you got the crack, you got you got this linebacker crack. So either way, you got a good seal. You got one person one-on-one in the outfield. Like if you go over here where the time stamp is, yeah, right there. My bad, yeah, that guy. Like that's your guy. Running back, that's your man. You ain't worth your weight in salt if you can't make that guy miss or truck him. But watch how he hits this hole. That all you need is just to touch the hem of a garment of a defensive player when you hit the hole. Tomorrow's the official start of the league, so it's always Tuesday. So Monday is an off day. A lot of guys are gonna be sitting home, but they have to have the 53-man rosters by tomorrow. So hopefully he makes the squad. Damn, it's a triggering day for a lot of people who've been in it, but like, hey. If you've made it to this, they released him. Damn, that's tough. Well, he got a shot. He got some good film. Hopefully, somebody puts him on the practice squad. So that you'll see the releases, and then you'll hear about the guys who get picked up on the practice squad. But that saddens me, but I'm more sad about another guy. I'm sure that we'll be talking about. My heart broke for him.
Just want to reiterate that yes, LT did get cut by the Jets, so hopefully a team picks him up and puts him on their roster. We have another NIL to discuss. James had the chance to interview him at opening night of the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken, and that is Derek Nandi.
Yep.
So the Chiefs are trading a 6th-round pick to the Jets for defensive tackle Derek Nandi and a 7th-round pick. So Nandi spent the first 7 years of his career with Kansas City and is now back as he never left. So it seems like the Chiefs and Eagles are always participating in get your girl back season, man. So got players coming back to their teams, and shout out to the NIL on going back to his home, man.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, man. Really good. Again, just a guy who learned how to play. All he knows is get to the conference championship game. Like there's something to be said for that, If all you've done is win, great career, really like not a braggadocious, not a loud guy. I just like hopefully we'll get a chance to see him again, and I'll be like, hey man, every year I'm here, you're here. So let's keep this up.
Shout out to Derek, man, on going back to Kansas City. Then we have some running back news to discuss, James, and this is coming from two NFC teams. I want to pronunciate that correctly. So the Commanders are trading. They have officially done this trade. Running back Brian Robinson Jr. to the 49ers. Yes, to San Francisco 49ers for a 2026 6th-round pick. Woo! Man, for a 6th-round pick, that is a bag of chips if I ever heard one.
Yeah, like that. What I'm trying to figure out was wrong. Like something happened because, like, I think that's a good pickup.
He got hurt his very first year pretty bad.
Was he the one who got shot? Who's the one? That's not the one who got shot, was it?
I'm trying to think.
Yes, I think this is the one that got shot in DC.
I was like, I know that name.
Like, I thought you could get a little bit more for him for that, but like, Washington, we'll see if they can repeat what they did. Really good young squad. 49ers do need some health in that. They need some help, like in general, but I think that's a good trade for the 49ers. I guess it's good for Washington. I don't know. But I do know I think they could have probably got a little more value for him than that.
Grant Gray put up this interesting fact. Yes, they do have 2 players that have been shot, Robinson
in their rookie
and
years.
Ricky Pearsall.
Okay, I was like, I know Ricky Pearsall. That's
he got shot.
They got 2. Damn, he got shot in the chest, didn't he?
Yep, ate that shit and came back. Played.
That's crazy.
Told them bullets weak, man.
Man, shout out to Brian Robinson on going to a new home in the Bay Area. So we have some more news to discuss in that running back position, and this is a player on the rise segment for today, a player you should be looking out for with his courtesy of his preseason tape, and that is somebody we got a chance to interview at the Senior Bowl. Oklahoma State running back Ollie Gordon II, who is the Dolphins' 6th-round rookie pick. So in three preseason games, he's had 26 carries, 126 rush yards, 1 touchdown, averaging 4.8 yards per carry, and he had 3 receptions for 48 yards. And
no DUIs.
And no DUIs, luckily, as of yet. But this is just a hard run from the running back right here. Just wanted to highlight his game.
Like, he's a good running back, though. Ooh, nice. Way to finish the run. I like that. Accelerate feet on contact, AFOC. But it just, again, when people talk about this is why I want to say, oh, this shouldn't matter. It should just be your play. Brother, the NFL is trying to get cats on coupons all the time, bro. Ollie Gordon was considered the best running back coming into the season last year for NCAA. And he got in trouble, and we laughed and made jokes what his coach said about that, what Gundy said about, hey, back in his day, you could drink beers like that. But they knew he was good. He just didn't, like, they knew they can get him for cheap now. That's all it is. Now you just got to earn. Like, this is why it's imperative. Your brand does kind of matter. This is entertainment. So, Grant Gray's dropping some news. Apparently Florida State will have garnet end zones for the game. Shout out to them.
Shout out to the inside information we are getting from Mr. Grant Gray. Huge shout out to you. And we needed that good news to counteract this tragic news. Wave goodbye, James. Wave goodbye to hard hitting, down the field, hard worker, but jokester, safety, Shiloh Sanders.
Oh, no.
So the Buccaneers waved safety Shiloh Sanders, and he literally
say goodbye to what we had. I think he'll get picked up on a practice squad, though, by somebody.
Damn, I thought he was doing good. Well,
he was doing good and decent, but nothing like that stood out. But the problem is he got in a fight. He got ejected from the last game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got that clip. Yeah, he was getting that work.
He did play the Bills, and the Bills ended up winning 23-19 on Saturday night. And as OTL football put, he literally went out swinging. So we got this clip right here. We got two angles for you guys. So take a look at the first one.
It's hard to tell because you don't know when the whistle blew. Oh, well, then no.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. He just
it's not so much. It's not even the blocking. It's the fact that you just can't swing, man.
Yeah, he just punched him.
Like, just don't punch.
Yeah.
But you're getting escorted out the club.
And I mean, you're supposed to. That's the tight end on the.
Yeah, like you just gotta protect yourself. Like don't he? The tight end had great. Like he just smacked him. Like my man 57 was trying to save him from himself, but it was too late. And the guy tried to block his arm. He tried to actually save him from himself, the tight end. But yeah.
I'm happy he went out swinging at least, James. I'm happy that he showed that he had some fight left in his system, man. And man, I know he was your favorite Sanders son.
Send him to Miami. They ain't got no defensive backs.
Come on here. Can't be worse if can't be worse if it was it. What's Fabio's name? We got a crack Wingate. Wingard. Can't be worse than Wingard. But yeah, that just wasn't smart.
So we have a clip right here from Nightcap. So former NFL star TJ Houshmandzadeh and Ocho Cinco call out Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski for arranging things to make it better for Dylan Gabriel compared to Shedeur Sanders, the other Sanders. So let's see what TJ had to say in this video. And James, want to hear your response.
But maybe if they hear from you, because they sick of hearing my mouth, and give them a better explanation on 12 situations, maybe they'll understand.
Yeah,
Man,
just give us your thoughts on Shedeur, the game today. TJ, why do you think the Browns played it the way they did, and Shedeur's performance today?
From my assessment, y'all, they don't want a controversy. That's how they don't want to because we know what Flacco can do. Why does Flacco start in the game? We know what he can do. He led y'all to the playoffs the last time y'all let him play. So if you're trying to figure out who you gonna play in case Flacco gets hurt, Dylan Gabriel or Shador, you let them split the game. Snoop Huntley, Tyler Huntley's getting cut tomorrow.
Yeah.
You let them battle it out. And so to me, it was like, wow, you put him in with guys that's gonna be on the street tomorrow. They all getting cut, Shannon. Everybody Shador play with.
We
They
know
getting
that.
cut tomorrow or Monday. And so you didn't get this man a fighting chance to compete. He went into a gunfight with 2 knives. He gonna lose that every time.
All right. There was a guy who actually did a very interesting breakdown. Now
I know exactly what you're talking about, James. Didn't mean to cut you off, but are you talking about of the linemen and the lineman split of who they played with?
Nah, not even that one. I would love to hear that. Maybe it's different, but it was basically the differences between Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders, and why a team would be willing to deal with Dylan Gabriel a little bit more than Shador Sanders. And it has nothing to do with what they were being able to do. It's got everything to do with being able to have pocket awareness and being able to read the plays. Dylan Gabriel is more of your tradition. Drop back, climb the pocket. One thing, and it kept showing, like when and Shador did this at Colorado, and what a lot of people aren't like truly being, you can't get away with it because the field, because of the hash marks, the field is technically tighter than it is in college. Shador is a guy who keeps dropping back to escape pressure. What happens is if you look at football like this, it's a triangle. Like that's what line is taught to block. Your tackles are going to try to make the defensive ends go wide and go around so that you can climb up. Your guard, your center, your 2 guards of your center are trying to not get the pocket pushed back. So what a defense wants to do is close that triangle. They want to collapse the pocket and do all these other different things. So when he keeps dropping back, your tackles are taught to let them come around, and you're supposed to push them around the quarterback. So they show Shador keep dropping back when he doesn't see what he needs open. So he's taking damn near a 15-step drop sometimes. So a sack is already messed up, devastating. But you make it worse when you keep doing that, and maybe that could be it's all, but the line didn't cause a lot of that. Shador caused that by continuing to drop back. You're going to the angle, to the point where the line is taught to block. And that's just kind of the way it is. And I think you can teach it. I think if you look at it just from a physical standpoint, Shador does have more physical tools and traits than Dylan Gabriel. He just doesn't play quarterback the way they want him to play. And the league is a luxury. It's not a guarantee. But if you ask me, neither one of them need to be starting. But if you ask me which one I would want to put on more than the other, it would be it'd be that. But I personally don't care, you know.
So we had this picture courtesy of a fan on X. So you can see on the right side, it's the main tweet in the quote tweet from Dove Climate saying the Browns cut 4 of the 5 offensive linemen who were blocking for rookie quarterback Shador Sanders in their last game. Tackle Sebastian Gutierrez, center Bucky Williams, guard Javion Cohen, and guard D'Artagnan Tinsley. And he had the caption, Shador was set up to fail. But Tyler Paddock put this breakdown of the players and their snap counts during that game. And I just want to zoom in to make this clear. So you see Dylan Gabriel's name right there for the snaps he took from this gray line to this gray line, for example. And 2 of the linemen out of the 4 linemen that Dove Climate mentioned that got cut, which is Ivy right here and Bucky Williams, they played the whole duration of Dylan Gabriel's snaps when he played. So people were speculating from this post that, man, maybe they were just skimming Shador, man. Maybe they weren't just blocking for Shador. They were just blocking for Dylan Gabriel. Yada, yada, yada. Speculation. But if this post is correct, with this snap count right here, then there's no excuse for Shador if Dylan Gabriel got it done, man. So,
but I just think right now they're trying to set it up that you're not going to win this in the media. So either they want him or they don't. Like he's got guaranteed money. Like I don't think Shador gets cut. I just think it's going to be annoying because until they play him, and then when they play him, everybody's going to be like, "Well, he never had a chance," and it's just nobody ever makes these excuses for anybody else, and I think it gets old. That's more of the reason why people don't want to deal with it.
I actually have a picture of these quarterback stats, James, and I want you to try and decipher which QB is which from this post, from this stats line right here. So the top, you have 25 completions, 37 attempts, 67.6 completion percentage, 272 yards, average of 7.4 yards per throw, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, with the longest throw of 29 yards. Then you have 17 to 29, 58.6 completion percentage, 12 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interception, with a long of 30. Which QB do you think is which between DG and SS?
Well, Shador played a longer game, so I'm gonna assume Shador's it's a tough one.
The one with the lower.
I'm gonna go with the one with the lower percentage is going to be. I'm gonna just not be racist and go with the lower pass completion is the pineapple guy, and the guy who looks more like a quarterback up at the top is the black guy.
No, James, you are actually wrong because the top is Dylan Gabriel. Yes, he had more attempts and more completions as well, but he did have a fumble as well. I know that wasn't on this list right here, but he did have a fumble as well. But yeah, from these preseason stats right here, Shador actually has a higher quarterback rating compared to Dylan Gabriel at the top. You see Shador's rating is 95.8 compared to Dylan Gabriel's rating of 86.889 integer difference, 9 value, a 9-figure difference between them. So just wanted to share that with you guys, just to give you guys a visual of the statistics and to see James could guess about that. But man, the quarterback controversy in Cleveland is keeping them headlines buzzing, man. Definitely keeping them headlines buzzing.
That's about all it is right now. Is like just go out there and just keep playing, man. It the stuff gets old, man. Like I'm dealing with it, kind of. I've dealt with it before. Like, bro, like people want to make a controversy, but like, go watch the film. Like, and if it's really that bad, then then hope to get put somewhere else. And it doesn't mean that you can't be successful somewhere else. It just means that I think a lot of times people are just like they can't accept that maybe it's not what it's not racism. There is racism. There's real racism on this planet. I don't think this one is. And I don't think to be a college football coach is the epitome of most people's like their career. Like this is what you want. Nobody wants to become a head coach and fail. Like they want to stay being the head coach. And I'm pretty sure like he really thinks that Shador can make him win, then he'll take it. Or just like there's like I said, there's politics and all of this stuff. But for people to not think that Dion doesn't have power when it comes to that kind of stuff, like I think you're fooling yourself.
Do you think the Browns will get rid of Stefanski as a scapegoat if this season doesn't turn out the way it should? And many can speculate that it's not going to come with much success.
I I just think because he's a first-year head coach, right? Or is he his second year? Like, if they wanted a quarterback that just if they really wanted a good backup quarterback, they would have just kept Jameis. So I do believe. No, he's been there for. Oh, never mind. My bad. I'm sorry. He's been there for 4. He's fired. They're gonna get rid of him. They're not. This team isn't winning the playoff. My fault. Yeah, get rid of his ass.
Yeah, that AFC North. That's not a hard division. That's not an easy division to play in. Obviously, you got the Ravens. Bengals ain't slowing up anytime soon. Questionable Steelers team, and man, it looks like the Browns are just going to be in that 3-4 range per usual. So, good luck with the Browns, though. And shout out to Myles Garrett. He got his payday, so I know he is smiling. We are now at our Big Games BS section for today. Bring the scope of the conversation outside the typical football world. And we like to start off with our BS or bussin' segment. We got a good one today for the Asian food lovers out there. If you are not familiar with our BS or bussin' segment, we play a food clip and ask James if he thinks that food is BS or if it looks like it's bussin'. So we got some air fryer sticky soy pork belly bites for you guys. So we got this video for you. And James, and in the chat, let us know if you think this is BS.
I love some pork belly, fried pork belly.
Bussin'.
I just don't do the egg.
Yeah, you can do without the egg.
Everything else is fine.
No, it's not real. They said it's soy.
Wait a minute. Like soy with the soy sauce. That's real pork belly. That's real pork belly. I'm about to say there ain't no way they did some soy to make it look like that looks like pork belly.
Okay. Then it's all good.
Yeah, just don't put the egg on it for me, and I'm good. I'm good with everything but the egg.
It is a little much.
The texture. It's not my thing. But I fucking with that. That's good right there. I don't know how y'all be eating them raw eggs like that with no preparation. Like, you gotta do some kind of preparation with that.
So James is given the air fryer sticky soy pork belly bites a bussin' for today, with the exception of the egg, however. So we're going to transition to some basketball talk. Now, for all my Kobe fans, yesterday was a very, very special day for the Black Mamba, and that is because it was August 24th, aka 8/24 day, aka Mamba Day, because he did wear the 8, did wear the 2-4. So yesterday was Mamba Day for those who celebrated, and this is Pau Gasol's post. He put 8/24 with the snake emoji. Forever hashtag Mamba Day. Man, still feels crazy that Kobe's gone. I know I'm gonna say this every year until I'm gone, but man, nothing like getting that TMZ notification and but Mamba Day was yesterday for the Black Mamba, aka Bean. Shout out Mr. Kobe Bryant. And for those who are Kobe fans in the chat, just wanted to show some love to y'all.
Still blame Denny for that day. He was out of California. Wow. It was like he flew back like the same day. Like, I was like, bro, like, you did it, dog. You did it. But it's still one of those wild times, man. Sad. I think one of those things where death definitely makes us like really like it really always should be is insinuating the positives and how he was a good father to his daughter. But Like, man, one of the greats, always a discussion, and sincerely miss. I wonder what basketball would be like if Kobe was around still.
His daughter would have been killing for sure. I think she would have been in college by now. Assume she would have went to UConn, or hey, maybe could have stayed home at USC. But RP, everybody involved in that helicopter crash to this day. So yeah, RP, man, to the guys. So we have a fun thing to discuss, James, next with the Big Three. So yesterday was the Big Three championship, and Miami 305 ended up beating the Chicago Triplets 52-48, courtesy of the Michael Beasley pass to Mario Chalmers to get that dub. And they win $1 million for each player. So they got a bit of a nice payday. That Red Lobster sponsorship is going crazy in the Big Three. But we have the clip right here for all of my Ice Cube and Big Three fans out there.
This man just got a regular vest on.
Yep, so it was 52-48. Miami 305 beat the Chicago Triplets. For all my Big Three fans out there, I know you're sad that the season ended, but in this fashion, you can't be mad at this great down to the wire game right here. So shout out to Miami 305 and shout out to Mario Chalmers. James, Mario Chalmers is used to winning because he's done this on every level you can imagine. So we got this for you right here. He won 2 high school state championships for Bartlett High School in Alaska. I had a double take on that. I did not know he played high school ball in Alaska. Yes, Montre, as a Jayhawk, he did get a NCAA championship in 08. Obviously won twice with what he's most known for as his role as a point guard in the Miami Heat Heatles era, 12 and 13. And he now got a Big Three championship in 2025. So huge shout out to Mario Chalmers, man, doing his thing on all types of
Mario
different levels.
Chalmers. I don't like him though, because he like Mario Chalmers is going around talking on podcasts like, you know, he ain't really like he wasn't that like he don't need to be coming at LeBron. Yeah, I just think, you know, just he should be happy because if LeBron didn't show up, he wouldn't have that champion. They made a championship.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised he came out. LeBron.
Hey, just everybody wants to be relevant, but yeah, nah. It's but congratulations to him though. No hate on that. That is a big accomplishment.
We have something quick to get through before we conclude this show. Is no mixtapes though. I tried to find the mixtape version of this along with the albums, but there was none on the tier maker website. But James, since you did go to the TM 101 Celebration Orchestra concert, I wanted you to rank your Jeezy albums in this order right here. So we don't have the mixtapes, just have the albums. And you're gonna rank them from S, that's right here, that's right, excuse me, that's right tier, to D. So we're gonna start off. Where do you want to go first? Actually, the floor is yours.
I mean, go and put S tier, TM, the original, the one that everybody, you know, you gotta put that up there. I like 103 up in that same spear. Trap Inspiration. I don't like every song. You can put Inspiration beats here, even though I do. There's some songs that I really think are fire there. The one with Seen It All, put that in 8th tier. With the I can't what was that album? Church in the Streets, we can put that in D tier. Even though I do like some of those songs. That's the first one. Like that, he could have kept that album. I don't need Jeezy rapping about. Let T.I. do something. T.I. and Killer Mike handle that, like the stuff. I need Jeezy rapping about cocaine, hoes, and violence. Recession, A.
That gotta be up there. Yeah, A.
Recession's A. Oh shit, that's right. Whatchamacallit? Oh yeah. Put Trap or Die up there. Go A tier. Which album was that one? With just Jesus Face? I'm trying to remember. He ain't got all classics on it.
TM 104. You mean
I
this
think
one?
I think we can put that C tier. I think I just like that one. I didn't really. That's one, the one with the diamond on it. That was the one where he was selling the sweatshirts. Put that in that's B tier. A tier. Because that's the one with Seen It All. I just can't see it and I can't remember the name of it. And that's got Seen It All and the song with I Do. That's the one with I Do on it, I believe, as well. That shit A tier type shit. I got a perfect video of Trey when he was a baby, and my god brother Lil James would come in and bring me all the Jeezy. He'd get all the music before, and he'd preview it. And Trey's just like in the kitchen with the make some magic, then blow it all in traffic. And then when it started to drop, he started like he was feeling it as I think he was one. He had a diaper. He might have been, yeah, he was one because he could hold himself up a little bit better. And then that we can put that on C tier. That last one. Like I see, I'm real. Like all of them, everyone, they all got something on there that I like, but as a complete work, yeah. But like those top 2 tiers, if he did an orchestra concert, I'm in there.
I love the Recession.
And the inspiration was good. It was just some of them it had some songs I skip on there. So, but what you think? What are your thoughts on that, Jada?
No, it's a solid list right here. No, I can't say nothing bad. Definitely a solid list for sure. For sure. Not mad at it at all. A lot of great music on the S and A tiers as well, man. A lot of fire songs. So just wanted to get your opinion on this. Then we have on a good note video to get into. So this is just a funny video to conclude our show. But before we conclude our show, I wanted to post put up the tailgate video and website one more time before we get out of here. But I want to show this funny video first before we give one last shout out to the tailgate right here.
Oh. Oh no.
Not the dog, man.
Stray.
Not the dog.
Bring that back.
Poor dog. But how does she? Oh, it falls up. The wood slips from under her.
I couldn't tell you.
I was wondering what happened. Like, why did she just like? How is she that clumsy? That's wild, man.
Poor dog.
Man, she got a little. She told
Brown
a little
back
bit.
there.
Yeah.
Wow. Slingshot is.
What sucks is how painful all of that looks.
Everybody.
Her
loves
shins
it.
hurt.
Too
All
hard.
of that shit. That's it. Definitely needs a Jet 2 holiday.
Where he's just pausing.
Boom, knees, quads, head. Ooh.
Yeah, that's me. I
Yep.
bet you're wondering
yeah. That's tough, man.
Oh my god.
That sucks.
But as we cap out our show, James, I know we got a little bit more people in here, so I just wanted to double back on the tailgate, man.
Yep. Tailgate, the NL tailgates. We're gonna be here. Dope Boys reunion. You heard about the barbecue that we got. We heard about the seafood. DJ. Should be a good crowd. Former No Legends in the house, having a good time. You do not have to make a donation to the MFTK Foundation. You could just pay the $65 plus the processing fee. All of those different things will go towards a portion of that goes towards the MFTK Foundation. All of the ticket sales, be there to have a good time. Gingerverse asked, my brother is coming with my son and I to tally. Can he pay for the tailgate on that day? He can. He'll just probably have to do a Cash App or Apple Pay or something like that. We prefer tickets, but you will be able to purchase them day of. I think it's going to be like $70 though, but not that much of a difference. But make sure you come check us out. We are located at the top of lot 19. It is not hard to find. Don't come at 3 o'clock expecting to eat before a 3:30 kick. That's not a good idea. Make sure you get there early. I'm gonna get there around. The food should be ready around 1. And yeah, Primo, we do the drawing on Wednesday. Louis. So make sure you're tuning in. Tell everybody we will be doing a drawing for tickets to the tailgate, as well as tickets to the game. If you have not gotten into it yet, make sure you tell somebody. You must be active on YouTube in order to claim the tailgate, the game ticket. I repeat, you must be active on YouTube in order to get that. You can watch it on Twitter if you want to still. You need to respond on YouTube. That's who we talk to. That's who we communicate. We want everybody to be able to get an opportunity. We will be doing all kind of drawings and stuff. This week, we will also be doing the pigskin pick'em, as well as the college football pick'em. The pigskin pick'em will start next week, but you can win $50 if you predict the games. On Wednesday's show, we'll probably be talking about those as well, or we may do it on Friday. No, we'll do it on Friday because I'm gonna pick my picks on Friday. Outside of that, appreciate everybody for coming in and joining us this morning. Make sure you go handle those business. Have a great start to your work day, your work week. I appreciate y'all for chopping it up with me. We will see you guys next time.